Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope all is well. Almost the afternoon. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just came to tap in, right? And I wouldn't be me if I didn't actually say something about this. And I'm going to make sure that I uh, say it in a way that it's not going to come off so disrespectful or nothing like that. But again, I am entitled to my opinion. And shout out to Vince for his live last night, the show that he did. But Just Jay, I got to say you was very over the top with the statements that you had made to kiss my cheeks. Now, I want to be totally clear. I have nothing to do with y'all back and forth or whatever disagreement that y'all may have, right? Hey, Nurse Patty, I have nothing to do with that. But you was talking about unaliving a dog, and I'm like, wait. You already, to me, in my opinion, you already went too far when you told that woman that she give fellatio to her dog. That's not what got me. When you said something about unaliving her dog, I say, oh no, Just Jay, that ain't the move right there. And then on top of that, you actually, with that type of conversation that you had on Vince's panel, you put his channel at risk with that type of talk. K20EP1, what's the word? So I'm not here to dictate nobody's pace on how they fight back. Yeah, Nurse Petty, this all happened last night on Vince's panel. And the things that she was saying on Vince's panel, I most definitely would not play that on my channel because that is way over the top. Now you can feel a way about what I'm saying about it. I frankly don't give a fuck, but I am a dog owner. And things that said like that, I tend to, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have something to say about that. Whether if you like dogs or not. Certain things you just don't say, especially on the internet. So I just didn't agree with the things that again, I'm not telling nobody on how to fight, but you talking about unaliving her dog and all this and then I couldn't, I can't with that. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit too extreme. That is a little bit too extreme right there. And second of all, Just Jay, I want to put this on out here. I don't give a damn how much you drink. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about none of that. You grown, you do what you want to do. That's not what I'm talking about. But when Duke had his birthday, on the 15th of this month, you wished him happy birthday. So how you think I'm supposed to take that if you telling somebody else with a dog that you willing to unalive the dog? Like, please make that make sense. That makes no sense to me whatsoever, Nurse Petty. Again, I could go right to the post on my community wall when Just Jay had wished Duke a happy birthday. So in turn, you can't turn around. You turned around and told another person that got a dog that you was willing to unalive the dog. Like, no, no. I mean, again, I ain't got nothing to do with no back and forth that you have with Kiss My Cheeks. I could care less about that shit. But when you sit up here and talk like that, though, Just Jay, I'm looking at you sideways like a motherfucker. I'm looking at you sideways like a motherfucker. And I'm being totally honest. And again, this ain't no beef. This ain't me doing no back and forth with nobody. This is me just stating how I feel about what you said. And what you said was just too much over the top for me. Too much. It's too much though, Nurse Fatty, and I did not like what she said. And I actually told her in Vince's chat. I told her what she said wasn't cool. I didn't get into no real bit, and then she gave me, she responded back to say, but she keep bothering me. But so you go that low to say that you wish to unalive her dog though? I mean, again, you could have said a whole lot of other shit. And this ain't me trying to tell you what to say and what to do, but you in your mind, I just want you to understand that what you said, it rubbed me the wrong way because I am a dog owner. I love my dog. I would never want to see no one do harm to any animal. Let's just be honest, any animal, not even playing in a way like that. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't something that I play with. That is not something that I play with. I do not play no games when it comes to abusing animals and or even talking like you're gonna abuse an animal. I don't register with that. That shit is a non-starter with me. Right? So Judge J, I wish you all the success in the world. I hope you get to wherever you want to in life as far as being successful, right? But I can't have you as no moderator on my channel and you talking like that. No. And it's no argument. We don't have to have a discussion about it. You said what you said, and I'm sure that you're gonna stand on it, right? But you can't be no mod over here on my channel talking like that. And even if you was playing, I just don't joke. I don't that type of thing. I just can't joke with nobody about. I'm not joking about somebody talking about they want to unalive a dog because they mad about some shit that's online. That no. No. So I'm just giving you fair warning. I'm gonna leave this video up because I don't have no reason to hide it. But just know, Just Jay, that your wrench will be going today. I'm taking that motherfucker today. Good morning, Insatiable. Happy Sunday to you, bro. Thick Cut, what's the word? And Thick Cut, you was right there to chat with me. You knew, Thick Cut, you knew I didn't like what she had said. But I didn't go all over the top or go too far with what I was saying in the chat. I said what I said. But to me, it ain't no big deal to try to argue with somebody about what they said. That's what you said is cool. So I just, look, and again, I swear I don't have a problem with Just Jay like that, but she can still come in the chat and chop it up and all that. But like to have a mod stick for my channel, and that's how you respond to somebody beefing with you. You threaten to unalive a dog? Like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Me personally, I can't do it. I ain't got nothing to do with what nobody else do. As far as that, I'm telling you what I can't take. I can't take that. Now, what you do is what you do. This is not no live stream to sit up here and try to tell you what to do. Nah, and by no means that I'm looking to tell you what to do. But damn all that. You cannot have no wrench on my channel, and that's how you talk about dogs and even playing about harming a dog. I can't in sound mind, right? And again, like I said before, it's no arguing about the situation. Again, you said what you said. Again, I'm sure that you're gonna stand on what you said, and okay, I ain't got no other choice but to accept it because it was said. But what I won't accept is you having a mod stick for my channel, and that's how you talk about animals. Uh-uh. No, I can't do it. And again, she's more than welcome to come up in the chat, but we not after I say this, and after I did this whole thing right now, thick cut, I'm not talking about it no more. I'm not gonna hit your panel to talk about it and make it out of no bullshit and content or none of that. I'm not doing none of that. I don't want you to hit my panel to even talk about that with me. That's a done deal. I had time to sleep on that shit, sleep on my decision instead of jumping out the window, right? Yeah, thick cut, and you don't do too much blocking. You don't do too much blocking, thick cut, so I'm actually shocked of you even saying that up in the chat. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked because no, you don't block people at all. You feel what I'm saying? Unless I ask you to block somebody, but that's about it. But otherwise, you don't be blocking nobody. So I didn't know that you even blocked her. I didn't know that shit. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that thick cut. So yeah, no. I mean, I'm not gonna go there as far as to try to ridicule her that way. I just didn't like what she said about unaliving the dog. I did not like that. That's where I'm keeping it at with her. As far as like her personality and her character, I don't give a fuck about none of that because I'm not dealing with you on no personal level. I'm only dealing with you on YouTube. That's it. And it's just certain things. And again, I got a lot of moderators that talk shit in other chats and all this and that. So that's not the issue. The issue is when you talk about unaliving a dog or any animal of that matter and you joke about it that way, in sound man, I cannot have you as a moderator on my channel. I don't do that type of talk. I don't tolerate that type of talk, even in my chat, to even say something like that, or even on my panel. What up with it, my life? So again, I'm not saying that you banned from my channel or none of that, Just Jay. I just can't have you with no mod stick on my channel. Again, I mean, hey, you gonna talk the way you want to talk, and that's on you. But I cannot allow you to hold a mod stick on my channel after what you said on Vince's panel last night. I can't. I just can't. It's no way that I can do it in sound man, knowing what I stand for. See, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody else, Just Jay. I addressed you in the chat, and I told you that what you said on that panel wasn't cool. And again, I could have had did it last night while I was still up, when I was still looking at Vince Live. I mean, I could have easily did that last night. I said, you know what? Let me sleep on this. Let me not jump out the window on Just Jay like that. You know what I'm saying? But as I went to sleep and got up, I was refreshed. Got up, doing what I need to do. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm almost about to go home. And I was gonna stop off at the liquor store and go grab me a drink and go live. You feel what I'm saying? And go over these videos like I always do and react to these body cam footages. Yeah, she was just and thick cut. She got every right to wild out when she at home, comfortable. She on YouTube. I mean, I didn't even say she was drunk. I just said she was tipsy, and I could hear it in her voice. But never, not one time was I looking to try to judge her about the shit. I don't care. She grown as hell. She want to get drunk. Shit, get drunk. Shit, I don't care. But if you say things like that when you drunk, Or no, never mind. You know what? Like I said, this ain't no live stream to sit up here and try to uh disrespect you or anything like that, because I don't know you. I don't know you that way other than the persona that you lay out on YouTube and in the chats. Um, Other than what you said, no, I don't have a real issue with you. But no, I can't. Again, I can't have you with a wrench on my channel and you talk like that. Yeah, and think cut. And again, like I said, hey, she grown as hell. Shit, I mean, who the fuck am I? So that's why I would never get it. I would never get into no conversation like that, is to try to look at her behavior, what she does. I don't give a fuck about that. But again, what I cared about is her making that statement, whether she was playing or not. I hope that she was playing, but either way, playing like that with me, that don't sit well. That don't sit well in my spirit. So me personally, no. Yeah, my life. I mean, again, and it's always gonna be salute to Just Jay. I don't have no beef with that woman. I just didn't like what she said in Vince panel. That's it. And furthermore, I gave you a wrench on my channel thinking that everything would be on the up and up. Not that type of talk against animals. Not against no dog. When I sit up here, and I'm a full dog owner that take care to fuck up out my dog. You know what I'm saying? So no, I that just didn't sit right with me at all. But it's all good, and I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. But like I said, look, it wouldn't have been me if I didn't address it, or if I just didn't come out. I didn't want her to be blindsided when she come in the chat and she see that she's not blue no more, that she's the regular color. All you got to do is just go back to this live stream, Just Jay, and hear me out on what I said. Not no time am I being disrespectful to you. Again, I have a right to not like what you said, to kiss my cheeks regarding her dog, and you wanting to unalive her dog because of a misunderstanding that y'all two have. Hey, G Mama Body, how you doing? Happy Sunday. No, you know what, my life, I ain't been even looking at no news none this weekend, man. I really haven't. I ain't gonna even lie. I've been looking for some other content on YouTube, but I must have missed that. Yeah, I must have missed that. I ain't gonna even hold you. Yeah, I must have missed it, my life. I ain't even, man, I've been busy. If I ain't been on YouTube looking for other content to actually talk about, bro, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Yeah, most days, Monday through Friday, that's when I be looking at the news, unless something like serious pops up that you don't have a choice but to know. Oh, okay, okay. Boy, this sour apple is the shit, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. God damn. What up with Uncle L? Salute to you. Yes, G Mama Body. I will be going live later. Uh, it's about to be 12 o'clock. So like in a couple hours I'll be going live. So yeah, Again, Just Jay, I just want to recap what I said already. No, I was not in agreement on what you said last night on Vince's panel. No, I will not play that video again because that was some real life, like, disgusting things for you had said up out your mouth to that woman, and I wouldn't dare play that on my channel. No, I wouldn't dare play that on my channel. So the green my life, green sour apple. Yeah, green sour apple. Yep, green sour apple. No, hell no, thick cut. I'm not, man. No, 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 no. I heard it live in person last night. So that's all. That's all I needed right there. I don't. I wouldn't dare play that shit on my channel. Hell, fuck no. No, 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 no. And that's what I was trying to tell Vince up in the chat last night. Like, Vince, bro, you run your channel the way you want to, but that type of conversation that was had on your channel, bro, that ain't it. You might need to edit that shit on now. Straight up. That conversation that was had on your panel last night, Vince, for that moment, yeah, you may need to edit that shit on now, bro. You missed that live, Uncle Will? Man, Uncle Will, I was there. I was in attendance in that live. And all I'm gonna tell you is, if I'm telling you that I won't even play that video, and I know Vince wouldn't have an issue with me playing the live stream, but like, that's not the issue. The issue is the language that was used in that live stream. I can't play that shit. Good morning, KTC. Yeah, I can't play that shit because that shit would get your fucking channel clapped. Wait a minute, KTC, what you say? Yeah, I get it, thick cut, but man, you still on a monetized channel, bro. You have to still watch certain type of conversations that you have on YouTube. You don't put yourself at risk that way. But again, I understand Vince was on this fuck shit, so that's not what I'm really. I'm not worried about Vince being on this fuck shit. But and again, on a monetized channel, it's certain type of conversations that it could go left, especially when you have Just Jay telling Kiss My Cheeks on Vince's panel that she's looking to unalive her dog. You can't, I'm telling you, that type of language and that type of talking right there would most definitely send that somebody that don't like you can send a flag to your goddamn channel for that alone right there. That shit crazy, man. That shit is super crazy, man. No, Uncle Will, I ain't dragging it out or nothing like that, but again, I just had to say what I felt about that situation that happened. She literally said that on Vince's panel, talking about unaliving Kiss My Cheeks dog. And I'm like, wait, what? The moment that she said it though, Uncle Will, I quickly was like, hey, Just Jay, that ain't cool. I told her in the chat. Thick Cut was there. Thick Cut know what I said. Okay. Okay, Uncle Will. Yeah, Thick Cut was right in the chat with me. He know exactly what I said in response to her saying that. I'm like, man, no, that ain't it. That ain't the move right there. Right, Thick Cut. Bro, she was going clean in. And she kept saying it. I'm like, oh no, I got to get the fuck up out of here. The fourth time I heard her say that shit, I just said, you know what? All right, let me not say nothing else no more and let me get the fuck gone. Because again, that was unnecessary. At least in my opinion, all that shit what she was saying, that wasn't necessary. That was just some, okay, again, I ain't tripping about if you going back and forth with an individual, but and then I thought to myself, well, why the fuck would you want to unalive the dog when the dog ain't got shit to do with nothing? What up with it, Nat? What up with it, Najah? Najah. What's the word, Najah? Happy Sunday, Najah. Yeah, that was some wild shit though last night on Vince's panel. And like I said again, I do not have a problem with you, Just Jay, but I have to take your wrench. I have to remove your wrench because look, you free to do whatever you want to in the first place, but when you talk like that, and I'm a dog owner, I did not like that. I did not like that at all. I was very disappointed in what you said, and you wish Duke happy birthday on his birthday when I posted his pic up on my community wall. So that really made me feel a way like, did you really mean to even tell Duke happy birthday? Hey, Mrs. Baker. So that's what I was thinking. All them thoughts came in my mind. I'm like, oh, hell no. You know what? Cool. I ain't got no problem with you personally, but that statement that you made last night on Vince's panel, talking about unaliving the dog, I can't do it. I cannot. And so instead of, we don't have to have no dialogue about it no more. I'm getting it all out right now while I'm live. And I'm just here to let you know that, yes, don't be surprised if you do not see your wrench when you come in the chat. Now, that's on you if you choose to stay away from my channel or whatever. You know, that's entirely up to you. But from a personal standpoint and what I stand on, no. I can't rock with that type of talk in the first place either way. So, again, salute to you. Hope all is truly well with you. I wish nothing bad at all. But I in sound man, I cannot have you with no wrench up in my chat the way you talked last night on Vince's panel. And I hope you understand. I hope you're a mature adult to understand my position of why I'm going to take your wrench. Am I telling you you can't come to my channel? No. Am I saying that if I do drop the link and I'm having a certain type of conversation that you can't hit the link? No. But under no circumstances, I'm letting you know right now, we will not have that type of we will not rehash that again. I do not want to talk to you about that. What up with it, Yam Sam? I just don't want to go there with you. So I'm gonna leave sleeping dogs lie. Again, I understand you got to stand on what you say, and that's cool. But again, don't be surprised if you come in my chat and your wrench is gone. Okay? That's it. That's really it. It's really nothing else to elaborate and go on and on and on and on and on about. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for double tapping the screen on this vertical live on YouTube. Please hit that like button on your way out. I am Johnny Blaze, your host with the most. I'm gone, y'all. I will see y'all in a couple hours on StreamYard.